My beloved child, a storm has already begun, and you don't even know it yet. A woman, someone you never expected, someone who has been watching everything from the shadows, just sent a warning text to your special person. And that message didn't come from jealousy, it came from fear. She saw something they didn't. She sensed something they ignored. And the moment your special person opened that text, their entire heartbeat changed. Because inside that message was a truth sharp enough to break every illusion they were hiding behind. A truth about you. A truth they were not ready to face. And the moment they read it, they froze like they had just witnessed the future collapse right in front of them. But listen carefully, the timing of that warning is not random. This woman had reasons so deep, so intense, your special person won't ever admit them to anyone. She knows their behavior, their patterns, their secrets. She knows exactly what they've been doing behind your back, even the emotions they pretend not to feel. And when she typed that warning, her fingers were shaking. Not because she hated you, but because she realized something terrifying. Your special person is standing on a line that is about to break. They're about to lose something they didn't even understand they were holding. That message wasn't gossip. It wasn't drama. It was a final attempt to protect them from a disaster that's coming if they keep pretending they don't care. The warning was simple, but powerful enough to punch them straight in the soul. Don't play with the one person who was sent into your life for a bigger purpose. And now your special person can't breathe properly. They're replaying that line in their mind over and over again. Because deep down they know it's true. They know they've been acting like your emotions don't affect them, like losing you wouldn't touch them, but that text exposed the lie they were hiding even from themselves. Their mask slipped the second they read it. And suddenly they realized something they were avoiding for months. If they keep acting confused, silent, distant, careless, they will wake up one day and you will be gone. And when that happens, they won't recover. That is what the woman warned them about. Not betrayal. Not drama. Not another person. She warned them about losing you permanently. And now, your special person is terrified, because for the first time, they understand what you truly are, the one thing they cannot afford to lose. My beloved child, something shifted the moment your special person finished reading that warning text. Their entire energy cracked open like they were suddenly seeing the consequences of their own silence. And now, every memory of you is hitting them like lightning. Your voice, your patience, your loyalty, the way you stood by them even when they didn't deserve it. They didn't react immediately, but inside their chest, a panic has started building. Because that woman's message exposed a truth they've been running from, they are on the edge of losing the only connection that ever felt real. And this time, they can't blame the circumstances, they can't blame timing, they can't blame their past. The warning made it painfully clear. If they keep hesitating, they will destroy everything that could have been the biggest blessing of their life. But here's where the story becomes even more shocking. The woman who sent that message didn't do it out of drama or curiosity. She sent it because she's seen your special person break before. She's seen them push away people who genuinely cared, only to regret it when it was already too late. She knows the patterns they fall into. The fear of vulnerability, the habit of running, the way they pretend to be strong when deep down they're terrified of losing control. She saw them slipping into that same old cycle with you. And she knew this time, the price of repeating that pattern would be catastrophic. The warning text was her final attempt to wake them up. To make them see that you aren't just another person. You're the one soul that came into their life carrying something destiny-level. Something life-changing. Something irreplaceable. And if they lose you, the universe won't send another version of you. And now, your special person is restless. They're rereading the message again and again, trying to convince themselves it isn't that serious. But their heart knows the truth, the message was right. They feel it in the way their stomach tightened. They feel it in the heaviness in their chest. They feel it in the sudden urge to reach out to you, even if they won't admit it. Because deep down, they know you've been pulling back. They feel your silence. They feel your distance. They feel your energy stepping away slowly, and that is exactly what the woman warned them about. She told them that the universe doesn't keep blessings where there is neglect. And now, your special person is realizing something that terrifies them. If they don't act soon, if they don't open up, if they don't choose you fully, you will walk away. And once you do, they will never get access to your heart again. My beloved child, the moment that warning text settled inside your special person's mind, something deeper began unfolding, something they never planned, never expected, never prepared for. Their calm exterior has shattered. Even though they're trying to act normal on the outside, their inner world is shaking like a building hit by an earthquake. Every word of that message is echoing in their head, but one line refuses to leave them alone: you're about to lose the one person who was truly sent for you. That sentence has glued itself to their heartbeat. It's haunting them, biting them, forcing them to confront the very feelings they kept locked away. And now they're realizing they were never confused, they were scared. Scared that choosing you would change everything. Scared that loving you would expose their weaknesses. Scared that you were the one thing powerful enough to break their walls. But that text ripped the cover off every fear they were hiding. Yet here's the twist they didn't see coming: your silence is hitting them harder than any warning. You're not chasing. You're not explaining. You're not complaining. You're just becoming quieter, colder, more distant. And that's exactly what the woman warned them about. She told them that blessings don't wait forever. She told them that the universe doesn't gift someone a soul like yours twice. She told them that losing you will not feel like losing a person, it will feel like losing a destiny. And now your special person is finally understanding what those words mean. They're replaying every moment they took for granted. Every message they left unanswered. Every emotion they kept hidden. Every chance they wasted. And it's tearing them apart because they know. If you truly walk away, no one else can fill the space you occupy in their life. But the most intense part? Their intuition has started screaming at them. They can feel your energy slipping away inch by inch. They can feel your distance like a cold wind against their skin. They can feel the universe nudging them, almost warning them that the window of time is closing. And suddenly, all the excuses they once used, timing, fear, confusion, overthinking, are crumbling. For the first time, they're terrified of themselves, of their own hesitation, of their own silence. Because now they see it clearly, they aren't just risking the loss of a relationship, they're risking the loss of a once-in-a-lifetime soul connection. Something that doesn't return once it's gone. Something that changes a person forever. And whether they admit it or not, your special person is standing at a crossroads, where one step can save everything, and one moment of delay can destroy something destiny had written with its own hands. My beloved child, the ripple of that warning text has now grown into a full storm inside your special person's mind. They're sitting there, staring at their phone, pretending everything is normal, but their soul is burning with a truth they can't escape anymore. That woman's message didn't just warn them. It exposed every hidden fear, every silent emotion, every unspoken attachment they tried to bury. And now they're realizing something they never wanted to admit: you were never someone they could treat casually. You were never a temporary chapter. You were never a passing moment. You were the turning point they didn't see coming. And that warning text has pushed them into a place where running, avoiding, or pretending doesn't work anymore. Their heart is forcing them to face the truth. They have feelings for you that are far deeper than they ever allowed themselves to accept. The kind of feelings that shake a person awake when they come too close to losing them. But something even more powerful is happening now. Your special person has started to sense your emotional distance more intensely than ever. They feel your silence like a wound. They feel your absence like a missing heartbeat. They feel the shift in your energy, and it's making them restless in a way they can't describe. That woman warned them that if they keep waiting, they will lose you permanently, and now, every instinct inside them is confirming the same thing. They're thinking about the moments where you gave them your loyalty without hesitation, your kindness without conditions, your emotions without fear, and they're realizing they gave you confusion in return. They're remembering the times you reached out first, the times you tried to hold the connection together, the times you showed up even when they didn't. And now, with you pulling back, they're experiencing something new: fear. Not the fear of loving you, but the fear of losing you. The fear that someone else might recognize your worth before they do. The fear that the universe might take you away because they didn't value the blessing they were given. And now, my beloved child, the universe itself is pushing your special person toward a breaking point. They're being forced to make a choice, not in the future, not someday, not when they're ready, but now. They can no longer sit in silence expecting you to wait forever. The warning text has become the trigger that opened their eyes to everything they've been avoiding. They're replaying every small sign that shows they're losing you. The slower replies, the shorter conversations, the emotional distance, the way your heart no longer chases them the way it used to. And it's eating them alive. Because they know once you close your heart, once you walk away, once you move forward, there is no turning back. Your special person is finally understanding that the universe gave them one rare soul, one irreplaceable person, one destiny-level connection. And if they don't step up now, if they don't admit their truth now, if they don't choose you now, the warning won't just be a message. It will become reality. And losing you will be the one regret they'll carry for the rest of their life. My beloved child, the pressure inside your special person has reached a point where they can no longer hide behind excuses, pride, or silence. Ever since that warning text arrived, their heart has been in a constant state of chaos. They keep acting normal on the outside, but their mind won't stop racing. Every second feels heavier than the last, because the truth they were avoiding for so long is now standing right in front of them. They are losing you. Not because of a fight. Not because of a misunderstanding. But because they refuse to choose you with the clarity and courage you always deserved. And now the universe is showing them what that mistake feels like. They're experiencing a fear so deep, it's shaking their confidence from the inside out. The kind of fear that only appears when a person realizes they're standing dangerously close to a future without you in it. But here's the part they can't escape anymore: they know why that woman sent the warning. She didn't do it randomly. She saw your special person collapsing into the same old patterns, shutting down, withdrawing, pretending their emotions don't matter, pretending you don't matter. She saw them falling back into habits that once made them lose people they cared about. And she knew this connection with you was different, bigger, more powerful. She knew that if they didn't wake up now, they would destroy something sacred. The warning text wasn't meant to scare them, it was meant to save them. Because she could feel that your energy was shifting. She could sense that your heart was quietly stepping away. She could see that destiny was giving one last signal before closing the door. And that's why every word in that message cut your special person straight to the core, because deep down, they knew it was the truth they were avoiding. And now the universe is turning the pressure up even more. Your special person can feel the timeline speeding up. They feel the urgency in their bones. They feel that if they wait even a little longer, they'll miss their chance entirely. It's why they can't focus, why they keep checking their phone, why they're suddenly overthinking every small move, every silence, every distance from your side. They're realizing that your absence hits harder than any emotion they tried to bury. And for the first time, they understand the real danger: losing you isn't just losing a person. It's losing a future where they finally feel understood. It's losing a connection their soul has been searching for. It's losing the one heart that ever saw them the way they wish others did. That warning text didn't just shake them, it cracked them open. And now they're standing at the point where one decision can either rebuild everything, or end it forever. My beloved child, the deeper that warning text settles into your special person's mind, the more their world begins to tilt in ways they can't control. They're realizing now that the message wasn't just a warning, it was a mirror. A mirror showing them every fear they tried to bury, every feeling they pretended not to have, every moment they acted like you didn't matter just to protect their own vulnerability. And now, that mirror is forcing them to face the truth they never wanted to confront: they were never confused about you. They were never unsure about what they felt. They were simply terrified of how powerful their connection to you actually is. The warning text ripped away the layer of denial they were hiding behind, leaving them face to face with the weight of their own emotions. And now, the realization is hitting them with full force: they've been treating the most precious connection of their life like it's replaceable, when deep down they know it's not. What's haunting them even more is the shift in your energy. They can feel that you're not waiting like before. You're not holding the door open the way you once did. You're not trying to fix things or reassure them or chase them. And that silence is louder than anything you've ever said. It's shaking them, almost suffocating them. They feel like they're watching you slowly disappear from their life, and they can't understand how they ever allowed themselves to let it get this far. They're replaying all the small moments where you showed love in ways they didn't acknowledge. All the times you stayed loyal. All the times you showed up, even when they didn't. They're realizing that your heart was steady, honest, consistent, and theirs was hiding behind fear. The woman who sent the warning saw this happening long before they did. She saw you pulling away. She saw your worth. She saw your heart. And she knew your special person wasn't seeing what they stood to lose, until now. Now destiny has cornered them. There's no running, no avoiding, no pretending. Every path they take leads back to the same truth. They want you, they need you, and they're terrified of a life where someone else gets the version of you they were too afraid to choose. Their thoughts have become a battlefield. One part of them wants to reach out immediately, to fix it before you slip too far away. The other part is still tangled in fear, fear of being vulnerable, fear of saying too much, fear of finally stepping into something real. But the universe isn't giving them space to hide anymore. That warning text has become the turning point, the line they can't step back from. They know this is their moment. One wrong move, one more delay, and the connection that shook their soul from the first moment they met you, will become the biggest regret of their entire life. My beloved child, your special person is reaching a point where the pressure inside them is becoming unbearable. Ever since that warning text arrived, their inner world has been collapsing and rebuilding at the same time. They can't run from the truth anymore, and they can't hide behind their old habits. The woman who sent that message didn't just warn them, she exposed the reality they were too afraid to face. Their silence is pushing you away, and destiny won't keep you waiting forever. Now every passing hour is making them more restless, more anxious, more aware of how badly they've handled something sacred. They never thought they would be forced to confront their feelings like this, but the universe has cornered them so tightly that even breathing feels heavy. They know now that if they don't step forward soon, they'll lose the one person whose presence changed the rhythm of their entire soul. But here's what's breaking them from the inside: you're slipping away, and they can feel it. Not because you're angry. Not because you're dramatic. But because you're tired. You gave your all with honesty. You showed your heart without playing games. You stayed loyal without being asked. And now your silence is the loudest message they've ever received. They're replaying every moment you supported them, every time you tried to connect, every effort you made without expecting anything back. And suddenly, the truth hits them like a blade: while they were overthinking, you were giving. While they were hesitating, you were healing. While they were silent, you were trying. Now the emptiness in your energy is making them panic in a way they've never felt before. It's the kind of panic that comes when someone realizes they're losing the one person who always showed up with pure intentions. And now destiny is demanding something from them: a choice, a step, a confession, a shift. The universe has stopped allowing them to hide, and their intuition is screaming louder than ever. They can feel a gap growing between you, a distance that wasn't there before, and they're terrified of what happens if that gap becomes permanent. They're imagining a future where someone else sees your worth first. Someone else earns your loyalty. Someone else receives the love they were too afraid to accept. And the thought of that is crushing them. They're finally understanding that you weren't just a phase, a distraction, or a random chapter. You were the rare connection they prayed for, even if they never said it out loud. And now, with the warning text echoing in their heart, they know exactly where they stand. They are one decision away from saving the most meaningful bond of their life, or losing it forever. My beloved child, the tension inside your special person has reached a level where they can't sit still anymore. Their mind is spinning, their emotions are overflowing, and their heart is beating with a fear they've never experienced before. That warning text has become a shadow following them everywhere they go. Every time they close their eyes, the same thought attacks them: you're losing the one person who was meant for you. It's haunting them in silence, hitting them in moments they least expect, pulling them into a reality they can no longer escape. Because now, for the first time, they're seeing the distance between you and them with painful clarity. They feel the space widening. They feel your energy shifting. They feel the quiet way you're stepping back to protect your heart. And the more they feel it, the more their chest tightens with panic. They always thought you would stay, they never imagined they would be the reason you start walking away. But something even stronger is happening now. Their intuition, something they've ignored for months, is screaming inside them. It's telling them this connection isn't ordinary. It's telling them you weren't sent into their life by accident. It's telling them that losing you would create a wound they may never heal from. And that realization is breaking them in ways they didn't expect. They're remembering every moment when you loved them without fear, when you supported them without questioning, when you cared without conditions. And now they're seeing how much they took for granted. How many chances they let slip through their fingers. How many times they chose silence instead of honesty. The woman who sent the warning didn't just try to protect you, she tried to save your special person from their own self-sabotage. She knew they were about to destroy something life-changing, and now your special person can feel the truth of that with every breath they take. Now, destiny is standing right in front of them, demanding a choice. Their heart is in one hand, and their fear is in the other. And they're finally understanding that the future won't wait for them to feel ready. Life won't pause while they figure out their emotions. You won't stay if they continue to remain silent. They're imagining what it would feel like if you fully detached, if your messages stopped forever, if your energy disappeared, if your presence became a memory instead of a reality. And that thought alone is enough to break them. Because deep inside, they know something they never admitted even to themselves: losing you wouldn't just hurt, it would destroy the version of them that still believes in love. That warning text was the final push destiny used to wake them up. And now your special person is standing on the edge, realizing that if they don't act now, if they don't speak now, this connection, this blessing, this once-in-a-lifetime soul bond, might slip out of their hands forever.